This is a 30-pound box of old and forgotten Lego my friend gave to me from the 1990s. In this video, I'm going to explore and find out what old minifigures, parts, and other secret treasures I could find, and challenge myself to build as many classic Lego sets as I can. So with all that said, Lego. But first, some backstory. Okay, a couple of weeks ago, my friend and I were talking about Lego at the gym.
Yo, bro, I know you like Legos. I got some old minifigs at home if you want them.
Sure. So 1 week later, we met up again, and he brought me this.
Yo, here it is, bro.
How much do you want for it?
Nothing, bro. I'll give it to you for free, just like a Costco sample.
For real?
That's all for you, but I also got a tub of bricks at home if you want those too.
So now that we've acquired all the old Lego, let's inspect the goods and see what I got. Alright, so first let's take a look at the minifigure tub. Of course, in every random Lego lot, there's going to be a bunch of fake Legos, like this Mega Bloks character and whoever this guy is. My personal favorite is this guy from Tatsuko, but they can go to the trash. There are also a bunch of cool minifigures from different themes, like these old pirate minifigures. This one came with a peg leg and a hook. His name was Captain Redbeard, and he's legit. He also comes with a whole crew, and some of them are also missing eyes, hands, and feet. And the way this usually happens is when one of them gets their hand cut off, and then they get a new hook. I also like these castle minifigures. We have this king with a shiny helmet and a cape, and his armored guards, like this archer and this crossbow guy, as well as a guy with just a plain staff, and one with a battle axe and an epic helmet, that they still use to this day. But you know what's cooler than pirates and knights? Ninjas. Some could say that this was the first ever Lego Ninjago character. He comes with a cool sword and can take on all these bad guys with special clips on their helmet you can use to attach different weapons. Another theme from back in the day was called Johnny Thunder. And even though he wasn't in this haul, a bunch of his friends were. Like this man who has a giant chainsaw machine, and this guy who has an abnormally large backpack. And I'll be honest, I really want to know what's in here. Could you imagine carrying a backpack around like this? There are also these cool far out alien guys, like this one who has the body of a battle droid but the head of Kermit the Frog, and he comes from one of the old space themes. But my favorite are these three because even though they have very intimidating armor, they have really happy looking faces. I kind of want to be them. This is also one of the coolest Lego minifigures I've seen of all time because it has specially molded fingers and an exclusive helmet which has printing on it. And there are obviously a bunch more cool minifigures, like these scuba divers who I have a lot of, or this one who has a silver blade. But one of the most unique out of all these are from this theme, Jack Stone. These are legit minifigures that work with base plates and can sit normally, but they're way taller than the average minifigure. The reason I like these guys is because they have defined cheekbones and are able to kick a minifigure in the shin with no remorse. And there are a lot more minifigures I haven't gotten to show you yet, so I'll be working them into the video, so stay tuned. There's also parts from some old droid tanks, and even this giant platform for a ultimate castle. It's really detailed, and I want to try to build the whole set. This kid was also really into his control stations. I didn't build any of these. And if you're wondering how I was able to build all these sets, it's because Lego posts all the old instructions on their website, and all you have to do is type in the set number and they'll give you a full set of instructions. Alright, our next theme is Star Wars, and that started in the year 1999, which was 25 years ago. And there are actually a lot of sets from that year in this. First is this little mini one based on the Death Star Final Duel, which only cost $5 back in the day and came with 3 minifigures. Like this Luke Skywalker, who used to come in yellow and also has this silver lightsaber hilt, which they don't make anymore. It is also the first ever Stormtrooper who looks legit and will definitely execute Order 66 if you don't press that subscribe button. There's also the Snowspeeder set, which comes with some new custom printed pieces, like this data screen with an AT-AT walker, and there's enough room to fit 2 minifigures in here, as well as a storage area for Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. This is the only gray Snowspeeder that Lego has ever released, but it still holds up pretty well to the new ones. And before we get into some of the prequel Star Wars sets, I found some orcs in the minifigure bin, which reminded me of this insane game where you could play with epic orcs like this one on your phone. And right now, for the first time, players can win a free gaming console plus $10,000 total value Amazon gift cards. Now, what do you have to do to win all these things? Easy. Today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends, they're celebrating the release of their new Spring Hunt minigame. And to qualify for this giveaway, you can enter into this website, log in with your Raid ID, and then you could go through it and search for the missing items. And this is the first time Raid has given away real-life prizes, which is really neat. Raid is also celebrating their community from April 11th to July 8th. They are giving away a free legendary champion, Chronicler Adolin. And if you log in for 7 days straight, you will get this character for being a part of the community. And click my link in the description or scan the QR code to get insane bonuses available only via my link. You'll immediately get a huge starter pack with an epic champion Tyrell, and another starter pack after reaching level 25 that includes the epic Rector draft. And after downloading the game via my link, use the code SPRINGHUNT24 to get silver, and more. It's also available for both new and existing players. And of all things in this game I like the most, it's gotta be the Orc-Man. Mainly because he reminds me of a minifigure I never got until today, and he looks epic. I also have the Republic Studs clan you could join. I'd be happy to have you there. Our battles will be legendary. And thank you to Raid for supporting my dream of becoming a YouTube creator. And now we can get back into looking at the LEGO Star Wars 1999 prequel sets. And next I built Anakin's pod racers from the pod racing scene in The Phantom Menace. It comes with Padme and a really tall Anakin. Bro, why is this 9-year-old so tall? The actual reason is because LEGO hadn't invented short legs yet, which would take them another 5 years to do on Yoda. They also made a Gungan sub, which I realized I had because of these custom pieces, but I was not able to complete it because some of the pieces were missing or cracked. But a cool thing about it is it came with some of the first prequel Jedi like Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, as well as Jar Jar Binks, who I love to run over with speeders in the LEGO Star Wars games because then you would just get smushed. And the next thing I'm going to build is the Star Wars droid tank from 1999. It has a lot of big pieces, most of them are tan, and I was able to complete about 95% of it with the parts within here. In it, it can fit 2 battle droids, and it's a lot bigger than the newer ones they have, but it's also a lot less smooth. And to go with the droid tank, next I'm going to build the droid carrier, so let's build. This one's cool because you could load 6 different battle droids in the back, and you have enough standing room to add some super battle droids. And this is cool because it was the first ever LEGO Star Wars Army builder. Personally, I like how this one feels with the AAT. But there was one more Star Wars set I was able to complete. It was the Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter. It came with another version of my boy Obi-Wan and his droid R4, so let go. It has some cool landing gear and a lot of exclusively printed parts. And I was surprised to find all the pieces for it because usually this type of red color ends up breaking very easily. And those are all the classic Star Wars sets I could find. And this is a set from the Alpha Team theme, which was based off this game that has a really cool looking minifigure, but the digital game version is just cursed. And according to the instructions on this, his name is Dash. There's also the separate set of this little robot guy that can hold him, which is really cool, but I'm gonna build his helicopter. It took a while to find all the pieces and the front windshield was missing, so I had to substitute it out, but it does come with these cool neon green pieces and works just fine. You also get this little hook so he can drag his robot bro everywhere. And next I'm gonna build the Ogle Control Center. This one came out in 2001 and I gotta try and build it. It has this huge plate which I'm gonna use and it's supposed to come with a spaceship, so let's build. And it took forever to build and is missing some parts because there are just so many in here I couldn't find them all. And there were 3 minifigures from this set, like Ogle, whose whole goal is to destroy the world, and his skeletons look like clowns with mafia boss hats. But first I need to build the spaceship, and Ogle can actually fit in it, as well as a bunch of these severed heads of skeletons, which you could drop like bombs out of the bottom of the ship. And if you haven't seen enough severed skeleton heads, then look in the back because there's an entire other compartment for them. That's like 5 heads so far. Now building the rest of the base, I was missing some pieces in the corner, but the rest I was able to do, and it's pretty cool. There's this hallway that leads you to a control room, which has this really unique piece. And if you look outside, there's this cool skeleton head build, and when you twist it, a couple things happen. Anyone who is on this platform immediately falls through a trap door chute, and anyone above it automatically falls off the front. There's also another sliding mechanism to drop garbage. And hopefully our boy Dash can come in and stop them before they destroy the world. Now this next set you're never gonna believe because I've never seen anything like it. And I thought when I started building it I would know what it was, but to be truthful I still don't. It comes with one of LEGO's first ever aliens at the front called an Odonata, which is really weird. He's trying to collect these gems. And a little space astronaut in the back, and I'm still not sure what it does. And the reason this one's weird is because it's kind of like a bug space crawler, and it can go over all types of terrain, which is a really cool play feature. And it also is missing some pieces, but I really did like the spring activated features which add to the playability, and the little escape pod for the astronaut to go exploring. There's also a section to hide more of the special crystals in the center, and a cockpit for the pilot to drive. Next I found this piece from this theme called Aqua Sharks, because what's more epic than sharks? And not only does it come with sharks, you also get to build all these cool shark submarines. They come with these scuba divers I found in the minifigure tub, and now I want to build the full set. I started by building up this little one, which is a small little scuba sub with a little shark face on it. You fit 1 guy in it, and it's actually not bad, but the one that's nuts is this giant sub. It came in a set that's now worth $400, so I'm gonna try to find all the pieces and build them, and we'll see what we get. And it's pretty cool. It has some engines in the back with a fully functioning compass, as well as this area to hide a little escape pod and another cockpit. Personally, I'm a big fan of all the areas to put minifigures in these LEGO sets, and LEGO doesn't honestly do that enough with a lot of their new ones. And these scuba minifigures look legit. Like, they work right in with Star Wars Army. Now our last set is this old soccer championship challenge one. I got all the soccer player minifigures, as well as all these green plates, which are really cool because you can use them to throw balls. And one of the most interesting parts of this set is all the advertising stickers they have to go around the walls at the soccer field. There's even an official LEGO Adidas sticker. But there were so many pieces missing, I wasn't able to truly complete the set, but I still wanted to play a game.
Hey! 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 Hey!
I'd say that's still pretty legit. Now, the reason something like this can be so much fun is because it's cool to see what old forgotten Legos you can find. Now, if you're younger, you have Legos probably. You're playing with them, you're enjoying with them, but one day they're gonna be like these, in a bucket randomly, forgotten about. And if you're older, you have that bucket in your house somewhere with all of your old childhood memories. And it's cool because one day you might be able to share those memories with your children. So if you should take away anything from this video, it should be turn off your phone and go to your old childhood collection bucket, whatever it is, and open it up. See what old forgotten treasures you can find. It is limitless. With that said, God bless and stay awesome.